Imagine a world where the force holding you to the ground suddenly vanishes. For 10 seconds, gravity is gone. 10 seconds may not sound like much, but in those fleeting moments, our planet, and everything on it, would be thrown into chaos. This is not science fiction. This is a scientific thought experiment. And the answers may leave you breathless. Gravity, the invisible glue of the cosmos. It binds galaxies. It shapes stars. It pins us to Earth's surface. Without it, life as we know it would not exist. But what if, just for 10 seconds, it vanished? Would planes fall from the sky? Would oceans rise into the air? Would we even survive? Tonight, we dive deep into the terrifying beauty of a world without gravity. Gravity is not just a force. It is the curvature of space-time itself, described by Einstein's general relativity. Every mass bends space, and in that bend, other masses fall. For centuries, humans have depended on this pull. It dictates the tides. It governs our atmosphere. It even allows us to breathe. So, when we remove it, even briefly, the balance of our world collapses. The first second would feel impossible. Your feet lose contact with the ground. Loose objects, cups, books, smartphones, begin to rise. Not fall. Rise. Every drop of water, every grain of dust, begins its escape into the sky. Air itself would start drifting upward, because gravity is what keeps our atmosphere pinned to Earth. By the 5th second, panic has already set in. Cars no longer grip the roads. Airplanes, designed to fly by pushing against dense air, lose all aerodynamic control. They float like colossal, helpless balloons. The oceans begin to rise, not in waves, but in massive, terrifying bulges, billions of tons of water straining to break free from Earth. And with it, humanity itself adrift in chaos. To understand this, we look to history. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station live in microgravity every day. Their bodies weaken. Their bones lose density. Their hearts strain. But that is a carefully controlled environment. Here on Earth, the sudden absence of gravity would be catastrophic. Because unlike the ISS, Earth is not designed for weightlessness. Even the great extinction events, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, the volcanic cataclysms, were natural disasters within gravity's rules. But this would break the rules themselves. At 10 full seconds without gravity, the Earth itself would begin to unravel. The Moon, freed from Earth's pull, drifts. Our atmosphere expands outward into space. Billions of tons of water rise kilometers into the sky. Humans, animals, everything not anchored, would be suspended helpless. Some would survive only if they were gripping something immovable. But even buildings, anchored deep into Earth, would shudder as their foundations lose weight. 10 seconds. Enough for irreversible damage. Then, just as suddenly, gravity returns. The atmosphere collapses back. Oceans slam downward with the force of 1,000 tsunamis. Planes, cars, debris, people, everything suspended, plummets. The world experiences a rain of destruction. Skyscrapers snap. Bridges collapse. Millions perish in the violent return. Because gravity is not gentle. Its absence creates chaos. Its return delivers devastation. Step by step, the sequence is clear. At second 1, objects float and the atmosphere loosens. At second 3, people drift upward and planes lose control. At second 5, oceans bulge and the atmosphere expands. By second 8, the moon begins to drift and tides collapse. By second 10, Earth is unrecognizable. And then, everything crashes back. 10 seconds that reshaped history forever. Gravity is more than a force. It is the silent architect of reality. It has shaped stars, galaxies, and life itself. Without it, even for 10 seconds, the fragile balance of our world would collapse. It reminds us how delicate our existence truly is, and how much we depend on forces we cannot see. So, what if gravity disappeared for 10 seconds? The answer is simple. We would never be the same again. But this raises a deeper question. What if, instead of vanishing, gravity grew stronger? What if tomorrow, Earth pulled us down with double its current force? That is a story for another time.